So we have had lots of action this morning. We're about to get into Youth Male Open. And welcome everybody to the Competition Archery Media Desk. I am PJ Riley, sitting alongside Casey Caulfield. Casey, what a morning we've had so far.
What a morning we've had. We've had a lot of good showings from a few compound divisions in the morning and then 2 recurve divisions, and now we are back with Youth Male Open coming up here next.
Yeah, we definitely want to get on to Youth Male Open, see those young folks, see how they can shoot. Youth Female Open yesterday was a real crowd pleaser here. But let's take a look at our schedule and see where we are in the mix. There you can see it, Youth Male Open in the middle. Men's Open, that's going to be a long one. We got 8 competitors in that. Then we go to Women's Open Pro. We finish out the day with our big match, Open Pro. That is also an 8-person competition. But here we have the top 4 in Youth Male Open. So they are ranked 1 to 4. And we need each one ranked. Ties are broken by 11s because what we do is shoot a bottom-up format. Our first match is going to be the number 4 seed versus number 3. Winner advances to number 2 and ultimately to number 1. Casey, we do that format so that all you have to do is make it in and you have a chance to win it all.
Yeah, for sure. We've seen a lot where the 4th place person works the whole way up to first, so you can be up there for 12 arrows, you can be up there for 3 matches, you know?
Yes, it's definitely exciting. We want to get right to the action, so we're going to toss out to Connor Caulfield to bring in our archers.
We are back at the Lancaster Archery Classic final stage. Our next division is Youth Male Open. Our 4th seed is Chase Pasmore from Greenwich, New Jersey. He placed 2nd at the 2023 Vegas Shoot and 3rd at 2023 IBO Worlds. Our 3rd seed is Grady Kane from Madison, South Dakota. I believe he was last year's champion of this division. It's great to have him back here. Everyone, welcome these 2 shooters.
All right, there is a look at Grady Kane right there. He is our defending champ in this division.
That's right.
4 years shooting, 4-H state qualifier, 4-H, Casey. A lot of folks come up through that. That is definitely a feeding ground for archery. Chase Pasmore from Greenwich, New Jersey, 2023 Vegas Shoot runner-up, so he's used to some pressure.
Yeah, it's going to be a good match here. Grady starts us off. Oh, very nice.
Good start. So, Casey, we are shooting 18 meters, basically 20 yards.
Yes, we are.
Is the distance we're shooting, 40-centimeter faces.
Yeah, and that 12 down there fits inside that X-ring. So you got a little bit of a bonus up there. See if anybody goes for it in this division.
That white ring between the 7 and 8, that is a 12. You can call that once per end. And big risk reward. You definitely get rewarded, but if you miss that, you're on the 7-8 line. I dig the haircut there.
Yeah, that's pretty fly.
That is a killer.
Yeah, you see the mullets are coming back.
Chase is going to make mullets great again.
Do you think maybe next year the Classic you'll show up with a mullet?
I'll show up with a mullet next year.
I'm sticking you to it. You hear it, crowd. PJ doesn't show up with a mullet next year, he owes me $20.
Got a 10 there from Grady. Chase is working on a perfect score. Can he finish it out? Just low for a 10 there.
Still a great start.
You betcha. Connor's going to introduce us to our archers.
Great shooting out of the gate here. How are you feeling up there?
A little nervous.
As many are. Is this your first time up here?
Yes.
Have you shot the Classic before?
My 3rd time.
3rd time at the Classic. First time up here. Great job. What bow are you shooting today?
Shoot my Hoyt Stratus 40.
All right, what else you got on there?
I have a Shibuya sight bar and a UV3. I got my UV button. I have Black Eagle 27s with Q2I bands, Hamsky rest, and then my dad's leftover bars. I got a Bee Stinger 33 up front and a bow finger in the back.
Very good, very good. After the first end here, we have a 32 for Chase.
Recap of our first end there. A look at Chase Pasmore with his unmatching
start.
bars. We like that.
Yeah, a
he
little
got
bit
his
of
dad's leftovers.
A little bit of a Frankenbow going on.
He can certainly make it work. I think it's the mullet that's keeping those arrows in the 11 there.
All right, we got 1 point spread going in the second end.
I like Grady's hat there. The 30X life.
Heck yeah. Looking a little shaky. Still a good shot.
Chase is he's just a sniper. He's showing no nerves.
Yeah, he does look really, calm and collected. Super steady, too.
11.
Wow, look at that. Now, I see he's shooting a 4-fletch. So, you know a little more about compound than I do. What is the difference as far as advantage between 4-fletch or 3-fletch?
So these folks are shooting these big arrows. I can't see Chase's. I'm guessing. Oh, he did say Black Eagle 27. So that's the largest diameter. They're not the most forgiving arrows, are those 27 diameters. So he's got long fletchings, and he's got 4 of them. So he's trying to stabilize that arrow quickly out of the bow. I mean, you only got 20 yards. So you got to get that thing to stabilize fast. Versus Grady there, we can see he's shooting tack driver 3.75s, 3 3/4 inches.
Wow, look at you. You just know from looking at it. Wow, that is...
I spend a lot of time in the warehouse.
Yeah, that's skill right there.
Chase said he is shooting Q2I veins. Those are either 3 3/4 or 4 inches. All right, Connor's going to come over and talk to Grady.
It's good to have you back up here. Obviously, you were the champion of this division last year. Does it get any easier with experience?
No, not really.
Run us through what you're shooting today.
I'm shooting a PSC Dominator Duo with the M2 cams, Excel sight and scope, AE Freak Show rest, Excel Acclaim bars, X27s, Easton X27s, gas bowstrings.
Very good. You're shooting good. We got a 1-point lead for Chase, guys. Pasmore over Grady Kane going into our third end.
So Casey, we should mention here, while these young folks are shooting in here, out in the main hall, we have our Easton Youth and Collegiate Trophy Tournament going on.
That is right.
Which is nothing but kids out there. And basically, it allows them to come and experience the Classic for a fraction of the cost, fraction of the time commitment. They come in one day, shoot their 60 hours, and go home.
Yep.
These guys may have been here since Thursday. So, longer time commitment. It is more expensive to do the full Classic, but you get the big stage. You're not going to get this experience anywhere else.
That's right. But for people who are just starting out and this might be their first time as a young kid at the Classic, the Easton Youth Tournament is a great way to kind of get your foot in the door. And you also get to be in the atmosphere with all the pros and get to meet some of your heroes out there.
Yeah, they're shooting on the same floor everybody else shot on. So you do get that big tournament atmosphere.
Yeah, I walked out there earlier, and it's packed out there.
It's
so
packed.
there's a lot of attendance. It's
I
great.
believe we were in the vicinity of 800 kids in that tournament. We got kids shooting this tournament, too.
That's amazing.
One of which being Chase Pasmore, who is just pounding that 11.
Yeah, he's shooting pro scores up there.
11.
It's a good shot for Grady.
The quality of the youth archery in the last couple years especially has just been going through the roof.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I was looking at, like the youth scores compared to the men's pro scores, and some of those kids would have made the men's pro cut. Like, that's just amazing.
Unbelievable.
for how young they are.
All right. Is there a good youth program there?
Yes. No. There is at my friend Rich's shop. What is it called? Archery at the Glen. They have a great USAT program.
All right, Archery at the Glen. Joe-Ed program there is great. A lot of young archers to shoot with. So, very good. So, after 3 ends here, we have a 97-93 game in Chase's favor.
All right, here we're going to get a recap there. Good look at Grady Kane on the big screen and down below. He's going to have to pick it up here in the last end because
might see some 12s coming out here.
yeah, we got a 4-point lead going into the last end there.
Yeah.
We heard Chase Pasmore mention that he shoots at Archery at the Glen in New Jersey. That's a well-known
Yeah,
shop.
heard that
Great program.
club a few times.
Yep.
Between people being up on the stage, so it sounds like they're producing a lot of great archers.
We definitely like to see that. Grady's just pulling through that shot.
Keeps his eyes staring at the center though. Good focus.
Yeah, Chase just looks like nothing is phasing him.
I like it. I like when he comes into anchor, he has like a little eyebrow nod that he does. Like his eyebrows go up and down. That's funny. Everybody has their own little thing that they do in their shot, but I just noticed that.
I'm usually blinking, trying to get the double vision to go away.
Oh yeah? We gotta work on that, Peach.
I'll see 2 targets. I blink and then they go into one.
Oh, okay.
There he goes.
Yeah, the little eyebrows, yeah. Oh, just high. Still looking at that target. That's a great target
Yeah.
there.
12 is called. I believe that's 1.5 centimeters is our 12 ring. Barely
See
bigger.
what he can do. Oh, I think he
Oh,
got
he got it. He got
There
it.
you go. First, is that the first 12 of the day, I believe? Or did we have one?
We had
this
one.
morning?
Jack Williams shot one in
Oh, okay.
recurve.
Well, there you go. Second 12 of the day.
The crowd didn't cheer because they can't see that side of the arrow.
Oh,
but
gotcha.
he got that 12. We can see it better than they can.
Wow. Great job from Grady there.
Yeah. Why
Oh,
not?
yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
For sure.
For sure.
I love it. Got the 12. Heard DJ there in the booth the day off. How'd you feel? It was, you needed some stuff to happen. I love going for the 12. What'd you think?
I was pretty shaky the whole way, so I didn't really know what to think. It was more just try to stick to the process and stay smooth.
Yep. Very good. Very good. And we have matches official now. We have Chase Pasmore moving on.
All right, there is that 12 from Grady Kane. Great way for him to end.
Yeah, still.
However-
just great shot.
Yep. Chase Pasmore is going to take the match 128 to 126. Grady Kane's going to go home with $350 for finishing in 4th. Connor's going to bring out our next archer.
Our second seed from Cedarsburg, Wisconsin, Owen Frohmader. He was up on the stage here at the 2023 Classic and placed 4th. He is the S3DA Target National Champion and the 2023 S3DA Shooter of the Year. Everybody, let's welcome Owen Frohmader.
All right, there's a look at Owen from Cedarburg, Wisconsin, S3DA Target Nationals champion.
There you
Man,
go.
these kids are coming in with some big titles.
And shooting 14 years, I wouldn't think he's much older than that. So he must have
Yeah,
started
right.
pretty young.
What did he start at, like 3?
Yeah, must be.
The youth division goes up to 17, so he can't be any older than that.
Right. Yeah, that's a lot of experience at a young age.
Said his dad got him into archery, and his coach, I'm guessing that's him in the coaching box there.
1 to 10 line.
I noticed he didn't push Chase off of his platform there. Usually with the next oncoming archer, you kind of push him to shake him up a little bit. He decided to go on the open one where Grady was last match.
Right. Yeah, Chase could be getting comfortable over there. But I guess if you come out throwing down 11s from the beginning, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's true.
9-10 line.
I think he caught that. I believe that's a 10.
Now I see Chase has that blinder on the outside of his sight. Tell me what that does for a compound archer.
So if you notice, he's shooting with both eyes open. So that's going to block what he's seeing. He's left-handed, so that's going to kind of block what he's seeing out of his right eye. He can keep both eyes open.
Okay.
Otherwise, so I am right-handed but left eye dominant. I have to kind of close my eyes, get my sight picture, and then I can open it.
Okay.
He's not doing that. He's just blocking out everything
right
on the side there. Yeah.
All right.
10.
So we have unofficial close score after that first end.
Owen, I saw that you were up here last year, up again this year. Feeling any different than last year?
Nope, same pressure as last year.
Very good. Let's run through your equipment here. What are you shooting today?
I'm shooting a Title 38 with a HHA sight, bee stinger bars, and spot hog rest.
Very nice. What arrows you got back there?
PS 27s, and then I shoot a stand blackjack release.
Very good, very good. Waiting on scores to be official here.
So, Owen came in qualification. He shot a 645,
It's a good score.
and that was sixth in
wow.
Youth Male Open.
So that competition is some stiff competition out there.
Incredible. Our next competitor was first, and he shot a 650.
Wow.
So
It's amazing.
these kids are they're pressing the pros there.
I do need to shout out the young lady, Grayson, who
Yes.
shot a 655.
You bet.
Qualified higher than the Youth Male Open, and I believe also higher than Women's Open Pro.
You got
That's
it.
just amazing. Like, it's just so impressive what these young kids can do.
Yes, she was our Youth Female Open champion, and you're correct. Top female score at the Classic of anybody.
It's crazy. These kids are showing up and shooting good.
Yeah. They take it serious. You know, sometimes you wonder, are you going to get the kids involved? You know, but these kids are involved and they are serious.
Oh, yeah. And this is the future. I mean, looking at how these kids are shooting, like in the next 5 years, they could be up here in the pro class.
Absolutely. Owen's working on 33 here. Let's see if he can do it.
11.
There he
Oh,
goes.
Nice shot. Just looking more comfortable.
Chase. 10 to tie, 11 to go 1 point ahead. Big arrow.
Oh, it's close.
Oh, all right. It's
Might
gonna
be
a
looking
tie.
at tie.
Owen, where do you practice back home? What club do you shoot for?
I shoot out of Wicked Archery in Richfield, Wisconsin.
Very good. Do they have a good youth program there?
Yep, I shoot the S3DA team there, and it's not big, but it's a nice club.
Yeah, very good, very good. So S3DA, do you shoot, I know that's a mix of some target stuff, some 3D stuff. What do you enjoy more?
I like 3D more, less pressure on the range, but shoot-offs are usually pretty fun.
Yeah, I love both. Both are great. I'm just starting to get into the 3D stuff, and it's challenging. So. Looks like we have a level match here, 63 apiece.
All right.
On to the third end.
So here we go.
We are tied going into the third end.
And Casey, one of the things we stress here at the Classic is that, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be good enough to keep moving on.
That's right.
Chase Pasmore is out here. shooting these 32s and 33s. He qualified 21st,
Wow.
but he is here in the Final Four.
Yeah, so you can definitely work your way up. And having the 11 in there, it definitely
11.
adds some pressure, but also relieves some pressure. Because if you shoot a 9, you're like, okay, I can shoot an 11, kind of even it back out. But also, if you, on the other flip side, depending on how you look at it, you shoot a 9, you're like, oh, that's kind of dropping 2 points
Down 2
instead of
points.
1. You know,
Casey, that's the way I always look at it. I don't see the other side.
you got to look on the bright side too.
I only see I dropped 2.
10.
I believe Owen's shooting. He's definitely shooting a hinge. I couldn't see what Chase is shooting. Well, his hand's on the other side, but
11 inside.
oh no, he mentioned the UV button. Or was that our last archer?
I'm not sure. It looked like he drew it back with his thumb on the peg, so I'm going to assume it's probably not a thumb.
So what they're doing, assuming they're both shooting hinges, is they're just pulling through. There's no trigger. They just need that handle to rotate. So you just kind of pull, and then the bow fires, gives you what you call a surprise shot. You do that in recurve without the release, but
Right. A little bit different.
a little bit different.
That's a good end there. Look at that.
Now they're 33.
A few ends now. You feel like you're starting to settle in?
I thought it was the opposite, kind of.
It's starting to settle in, like, with the situation. All right.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, you're doing great. Waiting on official scores here, but we have a close match going on.
All right, Casey, we got a 1-point lead for Owen over Chase, 96-95. So,
Hoping to see a 12 come out here. You know, if it comes down to that last error, you got to go for it.
as well as Chase has been shooting, I'm sure he can hit it. Now, Casey, you're 1 point back. Would you go for it on the first one to put pressure, or wait and see if you need it?
I'd say wait and see if you need it. You know, compound, they're pretty accurate, but you never know. Something funky could happen. So I'd say at least wait till that second or third arrow and see what the situation is.
Yeah, Owen hasn't showed. Yeah, he hasn't shown much sign of giving up.
Yeah,
so.
he's just pounding right now.
Oh, 11-10 line.
It's close.
Yeah, I think that's just a little low. I think that's going to go to a 10. Yeah. There's Owen.
A little bit of a longer hold.
10.
Still good shot.
So as you mentioned, that longer hold there, for Owen, it could be completely different, but I know for me, if it starts going long, I start collapsing in, and then the release is
Yeah.
harder to go off.
It could, yeah. So he did a good job. He looked like he tried his best to stay
Yep.
strong, and
Keep it in the 10. Hey, that's
Yeah.
good. Chase comes back with an 11. I think we're going to see
looking
him
at
hit
1
that
point
12.
right now.
Yep.
11.
Oh, so
Here
he's
comes
got
the 12.
Yep.
There it goes.
Let's see if Chase can hit the 12 here.
12 call.
He's been shooting really good, so I think if he makes a good shot up there, he could smoke it.
Nice and steady.
Just high.
over top of it.
Wow.
Hey, he had to do it.
Yeah.
I think that 10 asterisk is going to stay a 10. So
Chase, that was so
if he was
close.
going to have any chance, he needed
Yeah.
that.
I heard you got the word from your coach behind
Yeah.
you to
Break,
go for
go
that
for it.
12. Who do you have coaching you today?
I got Mark Pasmore, my father. He was a prior pro, so I trust him.
Yeah, he. Did you shoot this weekend, Mr. Pasmore?
I did. I made the cut. I finished 7th or qualified 7th, and just didn't shoot so well in the eliminations.
All right. Well, it's good to have you here coaching. So, waiting on scores to be official, and we have it now. We have Owen Frohmader moving
All
on.
right, so that is an official score there. Casey, 128, 126.
So-
Chase Pasmore is going to go home in third place with $600. Not a bad way to finish the weekend.
Yeah, still he shot great and made a good decision to go for that 12 on the last end, but Owen will be moving on.
Mitchell from Havre de Grace, Maryland. He holds a national record in USA Archery, and he qualified first, shot his way through, and comes in as our first seed.
There we go. Ray Mitchell, 10 years shooting from Havre de Grace, Maryland, just down the road. USA record holder. And Casey, this is our archer who shot 650 in qualification. He would have qualified for top 64 in Open Pro.
How impressive. Wow. Yeah, he's I've seen him at a lot of shoots over the past few years, shooting really well. He shoots our Lancaster shoots, like we do like little money tournaments and stuff like that, and he's been doing really well in the matches, so I'm excited to see what he does here today.
All right, Owen Frohmader is going to lead us off here. Yeah, this is a heavyweight battle here. These two guys can shoot.
Now, I will say it is tough to come in there as #1 seed shooting against somebody who's been warmed up already, and you're coming in fresh, so I'm interested to see how Ray deals with the pressure starting out fresh here.
11.
And he
That's pretty
smokes
good.
it. Yeah, that's impressive. Great start.
Yeah, the lighting in here is unique. We try to replicate it in the practice area, but it's not
9.
identical.
Yeah. So Owen had a little bit of a weak shot there. You could see his arm drop a little before it went off.
11-10 line.
We'll call that English or Bojitsu.
Yeah. Try to save it. Oh, just out.
Pretty steady there. There's not much movement. Yeah, that
Good shot.
Connor's going to introduce us to Ray.
Ray, it's good to have you up here. You're just down the river from us here in Lancaster, where you're from Havre de Grace, Maryland. You've been to the Classic before?
For fourth year.
Very good. Is this your first time on the stage?
Yes.
Very good. What bow are you shooting today?
Point Invicta 40, gas strings, Excel sight, true bars, ham skewer.
Very good. You're shooting well out of the gate. Waiting on scores to be official. I believe we had a line call there, and we're good now. We have a 29 for Owen Frohmader and a 32 for Ray Mitchell.
All right, Casey, here is our recap from Ray Mitchell's first end. He comes
Strong
out with a
start.
32. Good way to start. And so, Casey, folks always ask, you put that microphone up in their face. That's breaking their concentration, etc. So first thing, if you shoot the Classic and you make the finals, you know that's coming.
Right.
Nobody doesn't know that's what's happening.
Yeah, for sure. So I remember when I was young and had to talk while I was up on stage, I would just think okay, just pretend like you're talking with your friends or something, and it would be my dad who had the mic. And so I'd just be like, well, this is weird. I don't usually talk with you like this, but they're doing a good job. It's hard being up there, being a kid, and this guy's just sticking a mic in your face, but they're doing a good job.
And we like to, at most of these tournaments, you don't even know if they can talk. You never hear their voice. You don't know what they sound like.
Right.
We like to meet these folks,
Yeah.
and so they can give shout outs, to their shops, clubs.
Yeah.
Archery is a big community, and we want to get to know these folks. So
For
yeah,
sure.
I know people out there are going to say, you shouldn't do that. Well, if you come to the Classic, it's happening. 33 there from Owen.
11.
So 2-point swing there, or 2-point lead for Ray.
Oh, and 3-11's on it. You feel like you're starting to settle in now there, being up for a match?
Yeah, settling now after the second one.
Very good. And Ray, I've got a note. Those arrows are getting down there in a hurry. Those must be pretty light. What setup you got on those arrows?
380 grains.
That is light.
.380 grains we heard from Ray Mitchell there. That
Those things
got-
are zipping.
We've got some of these pros who are coming up who shoot 300 grain points alone.
But his whole arrow is
His whole
just about
arrow.
that. Wow.
Yeah. So, but speed, that helps with, if you do have a little bobble, the arrow gets there a little faster.
Right.
So a little bit of forgiveness there. It's give and take in archery. Speed ain't free, as they say, Casey.
That's right. Just low there.
11.
Oh, might have caught. Now I noticed Ray has that hyperextended elbow.
Yeah.
I noticed some archers choose to have a little bit of a bend in it, or others, if they have that hyperextension, are more comfortable and steady shooting with it all the way straight. That's what Mr. Connor Caulfield does up there, who's commentating. I've always made fun of him for it because his hyperextension is extreme.
Yes, we had a young lady in Women's Open, Marissa Harding,
Yeah,
yesterday,
has the
who
same.
equally.
Yeah. So, and you can tell, either way it works.
Yeah. Archery's one of those things, there are sort of guidelines, but you do what works for you.
Oh, there are so many ways to shoot a bow.
Yeah.
I think it just really depends on what's most comfortable and what you can replicate the best.
Yeah.
You want to be consistent.
Another 33 from Owen.
Put the pressure on. Ooh. We're looking at unofficial tie. Going in the last end.
Yeah, he needed that. And Ray shot 2 10s there. I mean, that's still a 31. You can't complain about that.
What words of wisdom have you given Ray so far in this match?
One arrow at a time.
Very good, very good. Focus on each arrow. You'll get through. We got a few line calls being worked out right now.
Great coach there. I don't know him, Casey. Do you know him?
Yeah, Grayson, he is on our Joad team. He is an impressive young man. I believe he is only about 12 years old, and I have seen him beat many guys who are probably twice his age. He's a good shot. I'm not exactly sure how he shot this weekend, but I've seen him shoot at Joad, and he can throw down. So it's awesome seeing his buddy up there that he's coaching.
Coaching Ray Mitchell up there, and we were just noticing that we think they have matching cowboy boots on.
Oh, look at that. That's like ultimate friendship right there. Y'all aren't besties if you don't have matching boots.
All right, so we're coming into our last end, and so one of Owen's arrows must have been downgraded because Ray did have a 1-point lead still.
Oh, is that right? Okay. Yeah, I saw the judges making those line calls. Oh, and that might even it up right there.
I think that is a 10. So, 12. Will we see it?
11.
Good shot.
They are shooting for the title here, so. That's definitely, all right, Ray's going to have to do it. Go for that 12.
He's got that 10 star there, but from what I could see, I think it's just out low.
Owen's last arrow.
Let's see if he can stay calm.
11.
Great shot.
Oh, there he goes. All right.
Oh, he's thinking
Ray
about it.
gotta hit the 12. No.
Oh, he's hoping that liner's going to be in.
Did not hit the 12.
Playing it a little safe here.
11.
All right, so it really comes down to that liner.
It does. I think you're right, though, Casey. That's his left arrow there.
Yeah.
Is very important. Ray's first arrow at low 11-10 liner.
Yeah, there we could see. We got a good look at it, Casey. That is
Just
10, so it is going to be a 1-point match.
But still, great shooting. 127, 126. That's an impressive match right there.
$1,000 for his weekend. Congratulations, Ray. And our champion, Owen Frohmader, first place, $2,000. Owen, how's it feel? Our 2023 Youth Male Open Classic champion.
It feels really good with all the hard work this year.
That's great. Let's give him a hand, everyone. Our 2023 Youth Male Open champion.
All right, great win there for Owen Frohmader, our 2024 Classic champ there. But he closed it out. Great end to his match there. Casey, we appreciate your time. We are going to be back with one of our marathons here at the Lancaster Archery Classic Men's Open. Folks, this is going to be some high-level shooting. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back from Spooky Nook Sports Complex at the Lancaster Archery Classic.